Hello and welcome back to your Doro 8035 smartphone. So what you've probably done now is you've probably given the device a bit of a charge. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the on-screen setup. So the first thing to do is press and hold the power button that's at the top of the device. It'll go through the turn on screen and then you will be greeted with this here which says, is this the first time using a smartphone? So if you haven't used a smartphone before, you're going to need to click yes, I am a beginner. If you've already used a smartphone in the past, you can click no, I have already used one. So I'm going to click yes, I am a beginner. So the first thing it's going to walk us through is scrolling. So if you've already done scrolling on a phone before, click yes, I am used to it. If not, click no, I'd like to try it. So I'm going to try it with you at the same time. So what it's asking us to do is put our finger on the middle of the screen and scroll in an upwards direction. And you can also scroll down as well. So you can scroll up and down. So as well as scrolling up and down, you can also scroll left and right. So let's give a go at swiping. So what we're going to do with swiping is we're going to swipe across like that. Nice and easy. And you can scroll through the photos. When you're happy with that, hit next. So now we're going to configure the phone. If any of these settings you input at this point you're not too sure with, you can always go back and change that at a later date. So don't worry too much. So along the bottom of the device you've got three buttons. You've got a multiple applications button, you've got your home button, and you've got a back button. You can change those, like I said, at a later date if you wish. For the purpose of the video though, I'm going to keep them the same as they are. So display size. So we're going to adjust the size of this display. So to do this, you can simply just press the plus or the minus button. So for the purpose of the video, I'm going to make the text nice and large. So the text size is set to large. Now we're going to move on to the in-call volume. So to do the in-call volume, what you're going to do is you're going to put your phone to your ear as if you were in a call, and it will give you out a sound. If you're happy with that sound, you can click yes, I'm happy. If not, you can increase the sound. So let's do that now. I'll put it up to my ear. And if that's not loud enough, what you can click is it's not loud enough. Okay? Or if it's loud and clear, you can click loud and clear. So let's just say it's not loud enough. Then I put it back up to my ear again. And if I'm now happy with that, I can click yes, that is loud and clear. So the in-call volume is set to 5. So let's move to the basic settings now. So in the basic settings, you can set up two things. You can set up accessibility parameters and also internet access. So internet access is a little bit difficult to show you in this video because everyone's internet access is slightly different. So you should in your home have a hub or a Wi-Fi router. On the back of the Wi-Fi router there will be the name of the device and also a password. The password is usually case sensitive, meaning upper and lower case letters. So just make sure you check that before continuing. If you click internet access, it will show you a list of all of the Wi-Fis. Click on the one that belongs to you and then tap in the password. You can also enable your 4G. So you would have usually got 4G by taking out the phone from a network provider. That will allow you to include 4G. So let's say, for example, we'll set up accessibility parameters just for the purpose of the video. So you can change the colorblind parameters. So to do that, what you're going to do is scroll down and you can actually change the layout depending on what suits you the best. For the purpose of the video though, I am just going to leave it as the basic setting. And then I'm going to hit OK. So now it brings us on to terms and conditions and the legal parts. So in the terms and conditions, you will be given the entire list of everything. Okay? So what you can do is you can scroll through these and you can read these if you wish. Sit back with a cup of tea, you know, read them on through if you wish. But for the purpose of the video and to save time, I'm going to click go to the end. So that will scroll all the way through the terms and conditions, straight to the bottom. And if I'm happy with the terms and conditions, I can hit accept. If I want to reread them again, I can hit go to beginning. Or if I want to reject them, I can hit reject. I'm going to hit accept because I'm happy with the terms and conditions. Now we're going to go on to talk about a Google account. Again though, for the purpose of the video, I'm not going to set up a Google account just because there's too much involved in the terms of making up a fake account, okay? But if you're making a real account like you would be at home, every step is straightforward and simple to the next. So you can't mess up one step without going to the next step. So it is a step-by-step thing. It is so important to have a Google account though, because it will allow you to open up your phone and do so much more with it. So it's going to check the device just to make sure the device is all authentic. It's going to check the info from the device as well. And then it will come up with this screen here. So if you've already got a Google account, you can tap in the Gmail or the email that's corresponding to it. If you've forgotten your email, you can click Forgot Email, or if you wish to create account, which most of you probably will be doing at this point, you can hit Create Account, especially if this is your first smartphone. It's probably the first time you've done a Google account. And like I said, it is step by step, so you can't get a step wrong and then go to the next step. It will make sure that step is correct. So just follow the on-screen instructions to do that. But for the purpose of the video, I'm going to skip this one. And I'm going to confirm that I'm going to skip this. If you do skip it at this point at the same time as me, you can come back and do that at a later date. So it's then going to ask for your name. The reason it's going to ask for your name is it just makes it a bit more personal for your phone. So you can do voice input, or you can do a classic keyboard. So I'm going to do classic keyboard, and that will bring up the on-screen keyboard. So I'm going to tap away on my name. So I'm going to call myself Jason Blogs. Okay. You can see I tapped all that in, I use the space bar, and then when I'm happy, I can hit done. If you need to go back and change a letter, you've got a little back arrow there. So you can see on there, that's my name appearing on the screen, and I can then hit next. So Google Services now. This will talk you through all the different things that Google wants to allow on your phone. So location, accuracy, system data. I usually leave all of these on because it's handy. If say an app goes wrong or something happens, it will send the information back to Google. Helps them improve, and it helps your device run smoother as well. So I would always say leave those on. And then it asks for anything else. So would you like to add another email account, review additional apps, or on-body detection? So I'm just going to say I'm happy with all of those. If you wish to add another email, you're more than welcome to. And then it asks, have you got any more questions with the device? If you have, click yes. If not, click no, let's get us started. And that's going to jump us into the next screen, which will be talking through the easy mode and the on-screen tutorial. So join us in the next video and I will talk you through that.